Deputy. Any news of Captain Charity's whereabouts?
She has more than likely considered your offer and fled in order to conceal her unwarranted falsehoods.
I can only assume that my ship is gone as well. I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
No need to apologize. We will wait.
Your Majesty, I must apologize for the delay, but your ship is once more your own. I have instructed my crew to release her and stand down.
We're not happy about this. The crew's not trusting us now.
Why would that be?
Well, Firth and I are formerly of the British Navy, and our captain here, she's got noble blood in her veins. Our recent change in dedication has them concerned.
Stop the Gaelic. Drives me mad.
You see, no matter what you do, they will find a way to be unhappy with each other. I cannot support you in your decision to turn them to privateers.
I'm afraid I must agree with your queen.
Why is he giving an opinion?
If all was right with their methods, would our king, your queen's brother, have issued a new warrant?
No matter how they feel, I would not retreat on your promise. It is not an easy thing to get a group of pirates to give up another ship, especially when they do have a fleet.
I have been wondering about the fleet.
Of course.
How could you have gathered so many ships so quickly? Did you send more good men to the sea?
6 is not many, Your Highness. King's Navy is much larger.
And I would not say the previous crew of the Sussex Rose was filled with good men.
As you know, the Jade Dragon is, or more was, a sloop. The vessel right now next to yours is a caravel.
Aye. Our sloop's timbers were old, her frame damaged, her sail ready to give it up for good. Yet, the Sussex Rose was a healthy, newer vessel with fresh sails and strong masts.
And my uncle's ex-flagship. What better revenge? What better replacement for my poor old sloop?
Aye. You replaced your sloop with the caravel? You renamed a vessel of the sea?
I warned her that it was bad luck.
Oh, God.
She wouldn't listen.
Has she ever?
Not really.
Men! You have accepted a woman as your captain and have done better than you ever have before. Is that not already defying the odds?
You still have not answered the Queen's question. How is it that you gathered so many ships at once?
Breathe, woman! We came upon a cluster of His Majesty's, not yours, Henry's, merchant
Long live the
vessels.
King.
Yes, he'll survive. And well, I sent the original ship in as a fire ship.
Set her ablaze.
Watch her burn.
Said a prayer.
For a ship?
No, for the captain de la Float. He piloted her in and did not abandon ship in time.
She was a wonderful vessel. What? Oh, yes, and he was a good man.
As a fire ship, she took out all but 5.
And with most of the crew in the water, we convinced them to join us. The rest of the crew, we marooned.
I know you. And I know you. And I will never forget you.
Majesty, may I present Jonah?
And he would be.
I will witness the ex-bosun of the Sussex Rose.
Pay proper respect to your monarch.
Strike go
I'm sorry,
foul
Your
puppet.
Highness, but the moment I saw these 3, my mind raced instantly into revenge.
For what? What have you seen?
Pirate captain you see before you is the same captain who killed the first mate of the Sussex Rose. Her first mate encouraged it. And the quartermaster you see before you is the former captain of the Sussex Rose who abandoned us. Did he really abandon you? He could have been merely taking actions to save his own life and possibly yours.
I could have been. I could have been.
Your portion of this warrant, which I now carry with me, has much to do with your rejection of your naval dedication. You may have been forced to join Charity's crew, but that does not excuse you from staying with her.
I'll give you that. But come on, mate, death for that. It's not like Jonah here was any good as a bosun. Does he deserve death as well?
At least I was dedicated to you. You showed no such dedication. You were a failure as a captain. Come on, You are the cheapest to hire in the whole of the Navy!
Sounds like a decision worthy of my failing uncle.
Do what I had to keep us afloat, mate. There's no crime in that.
You had our trust and respect, yet you abandoned us. I never liked you, but I was the bosun on your ship, and I was dedicated to you.
Now I recognize you. We left you marooned on that island with all the others. But when we came back to take on any willing survivors, we found nothing but dead bodies.
I am the only survivor, except for him. Traitor!
Well, no, he isn't the only one.
The plan is correct. There were a number of your crew that decided to join us that day.
They should not have done so.
Say that they should have chosen to stay on that island with you. They
Quiet!
should have chosen to die.
You have no rights anymore! You are a traitor and will hang for this!
Well, mate, we came back for you. I was upset to find my previous crew dead, but what was I to do? I had to consider all options.
Besides, it's not our fault so few of you knew how to survive.
You cannot say anything in defense. You were caught present supporting the actions that your captain took.
Lay off of me. I'll deal with your bitterness later, but what happened, happened. Bob was never a captain, was just doing his duty, much like you should have done.
Where is the new warrant? Give it to me. What? Give it to me. Hold it. Read this, scumbag.
Bosun of the Sussex Rose reported that Captain Charity Rackham murdered in cold blood while her first mate, Jacob Merrin, and her then quartermaster Fitz supported her actions. He was overheard as stating that it would increase her support from the crew.
Well, he was right, he did.
So you admit to committing the murder?
I admit to defending myself. He was yelling at me. He was flashing at me. He could have killed me.
The action took place as members of her crew held a defenseless man back.
It could have looked that way, but it's merely a matter of perception. Oh!
Give me that.
Your Majesty, I have kept my promise. I've released your ship. May we proceed?
Nay, I'm still confused as to whether or not you have mailed it in cold blood. Whether or not your quartermaster should be held responsible for his actions in joining you. I'd like to have you as one of me own, but if this is the result...
Not to mention the lies regarding Davinia and their responsibility to her. She is dead now, and I do not think it is right to set them free with her death on their hands as well.
Your Majesty, you cannot grant them privileges. I've been informed that he has a criminal record longer than a serpent's tail.
Lies.
But put the blade away. We're discussing qualities.
For his change in his naval dedications and the neglect of his former crew, you cannot grant them privileges.
More proof that they bring chaos and pain with them everywhere they go.
Time.
This is defense, Captain. Jonah was a thorn in his side from the first time he came on board your uncle's ship. I am no longer bound by those rules, and I will have him.
I shall grant you the first move then, Bard, but I doubt it will do you any... Let me finish my sentence!
No! I've had enough of your talk.
Told you it wouldn't do any good.
Oh!
That was cheap. That was nice.
Yes, well, you see why I inherited him as one of my own.
Kicking them.
Come on, Jonah. Is that all you got?
Looks like it.
He's a tiny man. Step on him.
Charity! Pull your men in. Prove to me you have some level of control over them.
Oh,
Not just those that agree with you all the time.
Beth! Beth! Go stand by comms. Faster!
Put it away. I will think about your situation. Take what time I require. No more, no less.
We shall depart and return soon. Your permission? Gentlemen, please. To me.
Watching you.